Right now, inside you, something is dripping. You picture your skeleton as dry, white, and dead, a museum prop. You are wrong. A living bone is wet, soft at the edges, and warm to the touch. Crack one open, and a red, glistening jelly spills out. Roughly 31% of your bone, by weight, can be water. That dry skeleton in the textbook, it has been bleached, dried, and embalmed. The real thing is alive. It bleeds when broken. It heals when fractured. It rebuilds itself constantly. And it is hiding something stranger than water inside. Bone is not stone. It is a tissue, busy and breathing. Two materials build every bone, a flexible protein called collagen, woven through hard mineral crystals. Collagen gives bone its bend. Mineral gives it its strength. Remove the mineral, and a bone becomes rubbery enough to tie in a knot. Remove the collagen, and it crumbles to chalk in your hand. In 1892, a German surgeon noticed bone reshapes itself to the loads it carries. He observed that bone bends to its burdens, growing where the load demands it. Press on a bone, and it grows thicker exactly where you pressed. This is why astronauts, floating weightless, lose bone with frightening speed. In space, astronauts lose about 1% of bone mass every single month. Your skeleton is constantly listening to the forces moving through you. Inside your bones live two opposing armies, locked in endless work. One tears bone down. Cells called osteoclasts dissolve old bone with acid and enzymes. One builds it back. Cells called osteoblasts lay down fresh mineral, brick by tiny brick. Together, they remodel your entire skeleton, slowly, over and over again. You replace roughly 10% of your skeleton every single year. The femur you have today is not the femur you had a decade ago. Now look deeper, into the wet red core of the bone. This is marrow, the busiest factory in your entire body. It runs without rest. Marrow manufactures your blood cells, second after second, for life. Your marrow produces about 2 million red blood cells every second. Every drop of blood you have was born inside your bones. The wetness is not an accident. It is a fountain of life. In the early 1900s, she mapped how marrow gives birth to blood. She became the first woman elected to the National Academy of Sciences. For a century, we thought bones simply held us upright. Then researchers discovered your skeleton was sending out chemical messages. In 2007, his team found bone releasing a hormone called Osteocalcin. Osteocalcin travels to the pancreas, the brain, and the muscles. In animal studies, it appears to influence blood sugar, memory, and even fertility. Your skeleton is not just a frame. It is an organ that speaks. Bone is an endocrine organ, Karsenty argued, rewriting the textbooks. The wet, living scaffold was sending hormones into your bloodstream all along. You thought bone supported your body. Bone may be running it. Studies in mice suggest osteocalcin sharpens the brain and steadies metabolism. The thing we called scaffolding might be a quiet command center. Bone is wet because bone is alive, and life needs water. Every step you take sends a signal your skeleton actually answers. Weight-bearing exercise tells your bones to grow denser and stronger. This is why doctors urge walking and lifting as we age. A still body whispers to its bones that they are no longer needed. Worldwide, an osteoporotic fracture happens roughly every 3 seconds. Your skeleton hears everything: the load, the stillness, the years. Next time you bend, remember the warm, wet, living thing beneath your skin.